we're going to do a bit of behind the scenes. I'm renovating a new office. Let me show you. All right. While everyone joins into the live chat, let me show you. So this was a bedroom. My niece lived with us for 2 years, and then she moved out. So we thought it's just been empty, and we thought, what should we do with it? So we decided to turn it into my office. Now this is a desk that Jen usually in live chats. So she gave us because she's recently had a baby, so she didn't want a room. So that's a desk, chair. At the moment, it looks like a big mess, and you'd be right. There's hundreds of books everywhere, and that's primarily the reason why I wanted to change the bedroom into an office, so that we could create a library in here and have books. Because if you have kids, you know kids have a lot of books, and that's my kind of hobby is to read. And Darshan Kaur, she's a doctor of psychology, right? So she has a lot of books as well. So let's see what we got in here. Diabetes and well-being. Starving the Anger Gremlin. That's not for us. That's actually for children aged 5 to 9. Mindfulness-based colouring, Bollywood style. That's again for her patients. Mindfulness for teens. She reads a lot, as you can tell. And then let's have a look and see what I'm working on. Raj, good to see you. Nice having a chat over DM the other day. Amrit, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Share Singh, good to see you as well. Good day, Baj. Good to see you on here as well. I need to send you a plan in the next few minutes. So what have I got? Questions are the questions behind questions. So that's about trying to find your purpose and why you do things and your passion. I got about halfway through this. It's a bit dry, to be honest. This one's really good. It's all about managing your energy as opposed to managing your time. I really like that system. So that one's definitely recommended. This guy is meant to be one of the best thinkers of our era, and Richard Branson's quoted in the cover of the book. So this is really kind of important book. What else have we got in here? Any of the ones that I like? Why we get fat. So a lot of what I do and refer to is about comes from this book, because it's a good summary of all the research that's been done to date, and it's written by a journalist as opposed to somebody who's trying to sell you like, you know, a specific diet or anything. So I like that. And then Why Breakfast is Dangerous. This is written by a medical doctor who has diabetes type 2 himself. So he tried out lots of different things, and he found out that actually intermittent fasting, not eating breakfast, was the best thing for his diabetes. So a couple of books there that hopefully you guys will like. Yeah, and I'm obviously reviewing them. These are my lessons. So when I read books, then I try and take stuff from it, because I don't want to read it just for the sake of reading it. So I write. So what have we got here? What is it? Great businesses are disciplined business. That must be in a business book. Single disciplined action leads to multiple rewards. So lots of lessons on business. Those are all the books that I've read so far. It's about 25, probably about 26 or 27 on the list so far. But I still got time to the end of the year. So that's what this is the kids' bedroom. But it's a good place to talk because the lighting is good in here, so I'm going to talk in here. But that's what the office is for. I'm doing a behind the scenes of the office today, or what's going to be the office, because I still got to finish it. Still got to create some shelving. I'd like to do a bit of DIY. So although my wife thinks that everything that I've made has is pretty terrible and has screws sticking out of it, and she'd probably be right. Like, for example, here we put 2 beds together, because it was my wife's dream to have like one room which has wall-to-wall beds. So that's why that's there. But the beds were a little tiny bit too wide. So I do what any Indian does, or Indian male with too much testosterone does, which is just chop the beds up. So, I don't know if you can see that. So I chopped one of the posts off there, and then on the other side, and I managed, I don't know if you can see that, I managed to fit in. So now, that's partly why we don't need that extra room, is because everyone sleeps in one bedroom. which is really cool. It's a bit like being in India and everyone's sleeping on the manja next to each other. But today's live chat is not about that. It's not about manja in India. It's about a book that I was reading called Show Your Work. And a couple of key lessons. I'm getting so many messages from brands. There's Shir Singh here. There's messaged me. There's a guy called Amit who trains at Beast MMA. He messaged me about a coffee brand that he started and he wanted me to post about his brand. And then there's a children's slime brand that sent me their products because they wanted me to try them out and then post about it. So, which is great, and I'm fortunate to be in a position where lots of brands do that and reach out. It can be a bit difficult because I don't want to obviously dilute the work that I'm doing, and people don't really know whether I'm recommending things because I've been paid for it or what my intention is behind it, and it might not be relevant if I'm doing stuff about health and then start posting about slime. But so I'm probably going to cut all of that out, but I do want to help, and I don't get paid for any of this, but I do want to help obviously when people are starting out their businesses. So it's a bit of a tricky one, a bit of a balancing act, especially if they're from our community, because I think it's great to support each other. So now the point of the book is all about this. It's all about kind of creating a brand. There's a couple of lessons that I learned from the book. One was that you need to build trust, right? So with the coaching that I do, the people that took to the coaching straight away were people who I had already established a relationship with and already trust me. Now, how do you create trust? The way to create trust is by showing up every day. So post every day. So if you're like, let's say you're Amrit and you're trying to raise awareness about charity, about something that's meaningful to you, whatever it may be, whether it's business, family life related, mental health related. There's lots of people out there who are advocating kind of better mental health and treating depression and that type of thing. So whatever it is, you've got to work on that. You've got to get that message out. People need to be able to see it. Now, the example people use often is McDonald's. What's the best burger in the world? It's definitely not McDonald's. But if you think of burger, if you think of hamburger, you usually think of McDonald's. I know I'm vegetarian, so it's a bit of a silly example, but you get the point. So here you've really got, my wife's phoning me. You've really got to figure out your message and figure out what it is you're passionate about, and then you've got to post about that, and you've got to post on a consistent basis so people know actually they gain trust in you. So if you post for a little while and then stop posting, that doesn't really work. The second thing is you're going to have lots of, this is all stuff that I learned from the book, you're going to have lots of bad posts. So lots of my posts are probably bad posts. You're going to have lots of bad posts, and out of those you'll have one that would just be a big hit. I need to take the shopping in. So you've got to be able to create loads of those bad posts in order to have that one that is a good post. So don't be shy to just put stuff out there. As long as it's relevant and it's helpful, then it's definitely worthwhile doing. So you've got to get over the kind of perfectionism of it's not perfect, so I can't put it out there, or making stuff and then deleting it. I'm just going to take the shopping in. So there's that. Then the last thing is that I wanted to share about creating a brand and building some traction is that lots of people, I saw a video came up on my YouTube yesterday, and it was commentary on a video somebody made where they kissed their sister, and the video had something like 9 million views, and you get about £1,000 because I monetize one of my channels on YouTube, and you get about £1,000 per million views. So that person's made £9,000 from, and it could be more, because that doesn't include other things like sponsorships and that kind of stuff. This is just talking about AdSense. So the adverts you see before a video, a YouTuber, whoever owns a channel, gets paid for that. Obviously YouTube makes the bulk of the money, but a small percentage, which is very small if you consider for every million people that see it, you're getting £1,000, which isn't that much in the scale of how much YouTube are being paid. It's going to be minuscule. But the point is that there's a lot of that stuff out there, but you don't necessarily want clicks. So if you're starting a brand, you're starting a business, you're starting to raise awareness about charity, you're starting to raise awareness about happy marriage, mental health, whatever it is that you're passionate about, good parenting, you want to win people's hearts, not their clicks. So you've got to create content that creates kind of an emotional connection between you and the people who are watching, as opposed to just creating content that is going to get clicks because of whatever reason. So in order to do that, you have to be authentic. You can't really fake that. You've got to create posts that are from the heart. They're personal. They resonate with the reader. You can't just create a picture of something clickbaity, which used to work on the internet a lot. You'd have loads of clickbaity stuff and they get loads of views and the channel grows like that, but that stuff isn't the kind of audience that you really want to create. So hopefully that helps if you're trying to build awareness about whatever it is that you're passionate about. Hopefully these tips help you. So this is a book summary of a book called Show Your Work. It's a very popular book in the creative space, and it's very easy to read. You could read it in one sitting. It's got loads of quotes, which is something that I like, so it's definitely worth checking out. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions, and then do hashtag live if you're watching this live, and hashtag replay if you're watching this via replay, because I do go back, and anyone who's hashtagged, I do thank them for watching the video, and I do we do have a conversation as well. So it'd be great to connect with you, so don't forget to do that. So thank you very much, guys, and thanks to everyone who's waved. So let me make sure I've waved back to everyone. Manny the Mango, Harinder, Kaur, Arjun, Mita, good, hope you're doing well, hope everything's going well for you. Aman, Jaskaran, Simran, thanks for the hearts, so do press the heart button as well. Paminda, Amrit, Desi Dad hack. If it don't fit, just make it fit. Yeah, that is proper Desi Dad. Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Aman, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. It's good to catch up with you on WhatsApp the other day. Ensing, hope you're doing well. G Singh, Param, hello. I'm glad my bed made everybody laugh. But yeah, it's, as you can see, it's not always glamorous being Instagram or whatever I am. So thank you very much, guys, for tuning in, and catch you on tomorrow's live chat.